Hello and welcome to your own channel. Let's talk business once again. I am Ravi and let's start talking business. I received many emails last week asking about why Lloyds is doing Blueprint 2. I responded to a couple of them, but I thought to put a video presentation to explain why we are doing Blueprint 2. And I call this as back to basic. But before getting to the presentation, if you do your own research by searching two keywords, Lloyds and Blueprint 2, you will find a lot of awesome articles and white papers. I will encourage you to do your own research to know deeper aspect of Blueprint 2. In this short video presentation, I will talk about 6 main key points which I personally think Blueprint is trying to address. I will try to keep it simple and straight so that you can get a clear idea. So these are the 6 points in my views which Blueprint 2 is trying to address. Redesigning the whole system, unstructured data, manual processes, DA business, lack of standardization in documents, manual processes to process claim and premium. Let's talk about each of them individually. Redesigning system, in my view, is the most critical part of the entire Blueprint 2 program. Lloyds is dealing with his 40-year-old mainframe-based systems. Lids, Bosch, Glass, all core systems are mainframe-based. Now, due to this, it is very difficult and time-consuming and costly to do any changes in these systems. In other words, these old-age systems are not change-resilient and require a lot of effort to maintain. Now in Blueprint 2, the team is trying to adopt the modular cloud-based policy, claim and premium processing system, which will be easy to maintain and more importantly, they can able to address any changes fairly quickly. The unstructured data is another pain point which Blueprint 2 team is trying to address. Currently, since there is no common data standard, the processing of policy, claim and premium is full of incomplete data. The market is trying to address this problem by having a common data standard across the market. The CDR is the classical example for this. LM Data Council and recently established PRR or Process Role and Responsibility Working Group are trying to finalize the CDR so that the market can have a common data standard which can be easily understood without any confusion across market. So that's the point number 2. Point number 3 is around manual process, or rather I should say people intensive process is also a key pain point which makes the processing very slow and also responsible for higher processing cost. In order to address any changes or speed up processing, currently XIO or XCS is not having any option but to recruit a lot of people in India and UK. The quality of service is really depend on the individual processing technician's efficiency and understanding. This makes the overall process extremely slow, complex and non-competitive. The Blueprint 2, on the other hand, is trying to adopt more digital processing by adopting more advanced digital system. For example, we talked about the soft call in my previous presentation. The purpose of this soft call functionality is to ensure that the data error can be addressed early in the process by validating it with a set of business rules. At the core, there will be a set of business rules embedded, as I said earlier, in the system which will ensure the correct processing rather than depending on the individual's ability to process the case correctly. The third important, or rather 4 important point is delegate authority business. The another area which is at the center of the Blueprint 2 program. More than 30% of the Lloyd business is coming via the cover holder through a DA channel. Despite of such an important business channel for Lloyds, DA business was struggling with its manual processes where it takes months to perform risk premium or claim bordereau reconciliation. Such a painful process, at least I have experienced it. The another key problem is the processing time to settle the claim. Before FCP or faster claim process, it took very long to settle the claim in the DA business. Now under the Blueprint 2, the FCP service was developed to address these challenges. The FCP provide managing agent with a greater flexibility in their capital management through the loss fund process and will eliminate the need of cash calls. The fifth point is lack of standardization in document. The managing document is another key challenge and is sometimes mind-boggling for the market to handle so many documents. For example, in the current setup, managing document via IMR and sharing it through access control or write back is having a lot of challenges. The another thing is MRC. Despite the fact that the MRC was there in the market since 2011, it is still not able to bring the level of standardization to present the risk for the final processing. Now in Blueprint 2, the team is working to have a common MRC standard, which they start calling as the MRC version 3, which is closely following the CDR standard. Then you have a digital gateway on top of it, which can ingest, validate, and append the MRC data. So this will make the entire document processing even more faster. The sixth and the final point in my view is claim and premium processing, which is also struggling with a lot of manual processing and age system. Basic functionality like electronic FNOL, initial claim triaging, auto routing, even the straight through processing of simple and straightforward claims are missing. Additionally, the basic functionality like risk and premium matching is also missing and currently is very manual intensive work. But now in the world of Blueprint 2, risk and premium matching will be done automatically in IPOS thanks to the CDR data standard, digital gateway, to ensuring the quality of the CDR standard, and everything will be done so automatically that it will totally eliminate the manual processes. On the other hand side, when we talk about the claim, the ICOS will have the electronic FNOL functionality, automatic triage functionality. It will route the claim to the right adjuster and then it will settle the claim automatically if the claim is simple in nature. Well, that's all from today's video presentation. I hope you have gained some knowledge. Thank you for listening.